Oh shoot. Oh man. What a Monday. What a Monday it has been. It has been a Monday indeed. It is your boy Sin Supreme back with another live stream. It is Monday, September 19th, around 8 o'clock. Monday Night Football is on and in full effect. I'm not sure who won the first game, but right now the Browns and Steelers are playing, which is amazing. Adriaki is in the building. She will be mic'd up. She's just getting set up. And I've been gone for a week. I promised you guys content last week, and I tried my best, but it just didn't happen. I wanted it to. For how much I wanted it to, it just wasn't gonna happen, guys. I'm sorry. And either way, I'm back. We're here. It's a Monday. And I'm happy to actually I'm really happy to be here. I missed streaming and getting off these topics and honestly playing Diablo. Oh my God, did I miss some Diablo? That was, that's my shit. And I missed LA, even though for you guys who don't know, I was in Mexico, specifically Puerto. I keep trying to say the second part. Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta. I think that's the best way I can I can't. She can like roll that Vallarta. That is that first part that she can't, that she says that I can't get it. That Vallarta.
Oh yeah, you're saying it.
I'm just not getting the roll. Like the
it's
roll
okay.
on the tongue is just
It's
not.
a flick. It's not a roll.
Flick or roll, however you say.
It's a flick of the tongue, not a roll.
It's just not. I just can't get it. I've tried.
Let's say it together.
I've continued. Puerto. I'm not gonna. Puerto Vallarta.
Say
Puerto,
it like an American. Vallarta.
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 My homie Adrian, he can say it like he says it when we was talking.
Vallarta.
The homie we was talking about today, who's been there as well. He went there for a wedding, and he can like say it so casually, and I was like, damn, I use it like, cause the Puerto part I got, cause it's like Puerto Rican. It's like
close.
Puerto that Puerto I'm used to.
Yeah.
But the Vallarta,
Vallarta.
But I feel like if I say it like that, it's whack.
Vallarta.
It's definitely not it if I say it like that. It's no way that's it. That's not it.
Vallarta.
Yeah, see? Vallarta. How did you do that?
Vallarta.
Yeah. Nah, it's not happening.
Make a D sound. Vallarta.
Nah, it's not
Yeah,
happening.
there you go.
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. It's just not.
You're learning.
I don't know. That's something that I feel like you gotta definitely. There's a level of being. Oh, sorry. This fucking thing right here. I feel like there's a level of being born with that you just have to display that level of technique with saying it. The same way. Look at there's just for how much they try, Asian people just can't say certain things in English. We were watching a Jackie Chan movie, and at the end. It wasn't like your normal Jackie Chan movie. It was like one where he was doing. It wasn't like it was like a family movie. So it wasn't like the crazy. Normally at the end of Jackie Chan movies, you see a collection of all the failed stunt attempts. But because there were so many, it was like a comedy movie. There was a lot of like failed him just saying lines and how he just had an issue with saying certain things in English. And it's crazy when you think about it. Like if you're not born saying it from a young age, it's impossible. That's why I think a lisp is fixable.
Yeah. You're right.
But
I
that's
feel
it.
like it just depends. Like
You gotta get it while you're young, and a kid's not talking when they're a baby,
yeah.
so you don't realize it. Like
That's why kids can grow out of a list.
I personally feel like a lisp is fixable. And granted, I don't even fully understand what a lisp, like how a lisp works, like having a lisp works. But
I think it's just the functionality of your tongue.
yeah, like what
And
how you're
being
saying
able
it.
to enunciate certain words.
Yeah, I
versus,
feel like
not being able to enunciate.
I feel like a lisp is fixable, but I might be crazy. I've had friends with lisp, but I've never even
Well, can I tell you something funny?
What?
My client's daughter, she's only 2 and she has a lisp. So her baby talk is like lispy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really funny because she'll be like, "Can I have some?" Like, when she's little. But
Hey.
I think she's gonna grow out of it.
It be like that though.
Yeah, it's cute.
That's funny. Hold on a second. Is you?
Hello.
Make sure you.
Hello.
Oh, that's what it is.
Hello.
There we go.
Hey.
There we go.
Hey there.
Luckily, your mic still probably caught that story, but now you're mic'd up. When I have the main camera,
Oh.
the main camera. I didn't have you mic'd up with the main camera. Normally, you're only talking when we're gaming or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we went to Mexico. It was lit. It was legitty. I fucked with the energy.
What other places did we go in Mexico?
We went to Yalapa. We went to an island that is legit. You can only get there by boat. There's no roads there. I guess technically that's kind of not true because you just can't
drive there, right?
But in theory,
All roads lead to Yalapa.
in theory, if you were willing to brave the woods or the wilderness,
You can walk there.
you could walk there.
Or you could ride a motorcycle there.
Oh, ride a motorcycle, I guess.
Yeah, like through the woods. Like you could probably drive like a BMX bike.
Maybe, potentially. I'm sure there's like a road that's, suitable for off-road vehicles. But as far as like driving a tour for it to be profitable, usually you need like
Like a bus.
A bus ride full of people.
Because you saw that area where we were like off grid. Remember when we went off grid?
yes.
There
yes,
was a
yes.
bus driving down the off grid road.
Yeah, no,
dirt
it was an
off-grid
off-grid, but the size of the tour that we were on, granted we were in off-road vehicles, was the same. I'd say the equivalent, probably more because each person had their own vehicle than a
Yeah.
bus.
Each family had their own like.
Yeah, but the bus ride seemed like you needed a little closer. Like it seemed like where we enter, you know how you enter in, there was that entrance area. Oh, that's a timer, but you said yeah. But
Yeah, it's a little good.
yeah.
Unless that wasn't good, but I feel like we're good.
We'll figure it out. But nah, that shit was Yalapa was crazy. Going to a place that like legit is cut off from.
It's remote.
It's remote.
It's a remote beach.
They don't.
They don't even have a government.
They don't have no government.
No police.
No police. No. I guess they do have laws or rules, but it's not things that are written in any type of way. They're just
I think
known.
they use like those universal like.
Of course, no robbing, no stealing.
Yeah,
Like that's
no
wrong.
raping the women.
Like humane laws,
Yeah.
like how people get down.
And I think that because they respect that, they respect human life, they're able to continue living this way and to be kind of cut off from the rest of the world in that way.
Yeah, no, it seems like it's definitely has the ability to sustain itself with tourism and things like that. That's one of the things I was wondering though, because granted I wasn't born in LA, but lived here for a decent amount of time, and so even though I live in a city where it's one of the top locations for tourism, you got your New Yorks, you got your Miamis, Seattles, maybe
Like
Atlanta.
Tennessee.
Is Tennessee is
Yeah,
that
where's the whiskey from?
Oh,
Tennessee.
okay.
Yeah, there's like
That makes sense. That makes
like
sense.
a distillery tour, a
That
lot of
makes sense.
history
That
out
makes
there.
sense.
I think it's like going to like New Orleans and like going to the French
New
Quarter
Orleans.
and like.
But like, yeah, living in LA, you know, you see that side. I don't specifically, but you can still, you know, work outside of tourism.
Yeah, like you could. It's like a still normal city jobs and just like normal. I mean,
Whereas those areas though, it seems like tourism is built into the economy.
Yeah, it is.
In a way that not necessarily is scary, but I do wonder what it's like growing up around that. Because, you know,
I wish I could have asked my dad stuff like that because I never asked him stuff like that.
just growing up and just seeing that as a kid,
Or
just
like
on your
growing
day-to-day.
up and knowing that like you gotta sell 5 bracelets today to like have dinner. Something like that, you know?
Yeah. Or, well, I'm just thinking of the kid who's not even at that age yet that they're selling stuff. They're just, you know,
Well,
kid
did you see
age.
that they had a school? Like the kids were like in uniforms, like they went to school still.
But that's what I mean. So can you, like, we were able to just go to school and just go to school and go home. On your way home from school, pretty much every day you see people riding by who are not from your town, riding by on horses, dirt
ATVs,
bikes,
yeah.
ATVs,
boats,
partying, getting drunk,
doing drugs,
whatever it is.
But we will say, like, the first thing as soon as we got off the boat, like, people were offering us drugs.
Yeah, for sure. That's neither here or there. That's, you know, that's understandable.
I'm not saying that's not bad or good. I'm just saying, like, there's like a level of freedom, even though people like respect each other.
Exactly what
like
I mean, though. You're like able to. There is that level of freedom, but when you grow up in a city where, once again, tourism is a big part of the economy in LA, but you can have plenty of jobs where tourism is a non-factor.
Like your job, for example.
Yeah. So as a kid,
Or mine.
so that's what I mean. As a kid, growing up around that, it's just crazy seeing like it built into even your work ethic. Like knowing, like you said, a kid knowing at the end of the day, once they do start working, hey, for me to
be straight for the rest of the day,
I gotta
need
sell
this.
5, you know. So that's built into your identity, starting
Your
at a very
survival,
young, your survival
yeah.
at a very young age, you know, and how to survive when you don't sell 5 bracelets and you still gotta eat. You know how to eat, type shit. You know what to cook, the bare minimums.
Or to go out and go fishing, because I remember when we were waiting to get on our boat, the guys that were like working there, they were like, yeah, we're gonna go fishing, and like, or they were talking about how they had gone fishing and caught a lobster and a really big fish.
Yeah.
Like a really big red snapper, and they were gonna eat it.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a really cool trip. I think I had been to going to other parts of Mexico. The other parts I felt like I've gone to were, I think, not necessarily more remote, but they were definitely more.
I think Yelapa was the most remote place we've been to, including me.
That's hard to say, cause all right. So we go to this one. We go to the first area we go to, where the wedding's at, and you know you have the funny story
That's
about
more of a pueblo.
that. Feels like that part of the Mexico feels like
So it's more rural and
Rural.
it's more
like
It's an old city. That's
old,
one of the cities
yeah.
when the Spanish first arrived to the Americas and they settled and they started building these churches and these cities. So that's the beauty of that city. But it's still definitely more of a city and it's more connected with the economy,
I
with the
don't
rest
know.
of the Mexican economy.
Oh, you think that city is more connected?
Yeah, I feel like, they have roads, they have more commercial things available, more hotels, just
No, that's fair.
more accessibility,
That's fair.
I
That's
think.
definitely fair.
So I wouldn't call it more remote. However, when we went to Guatemala, we did visit a remote area of Guatemala, which was in that hotel we stayed in.
No, are you saying? Yeah, Guatemala. I don't know. Guatemala is hard to really compare my trip to Guatemala because I feel like there we were just rolling with such with people that were. We had like a squad there that knew what was up. It was like going. It's like going to back to Boston. It's like going back to Boston with me. You're not gonna fit. I never felt lost. I never felt like, oh, where are we? Where are we going? Type shit. Because we was there with people who lived there. So it's hard to compare that spot. Like is, regardless, even if we were in the most remote part of Guatemala, I would have felt probably just as comfortable, just because like once again we were there.
Oh, you felt a little uncomfortable with the like being off grid in Mexico?
I don't think it's an uncomfortable feeling. I think it's just, I guess you could compare it to being uncomfortable, but I was never, that's why I say it's not something I could say is uncomfortable because I was having a great time. So I was never feeling like, oh, like what? It's just more or less just maybe unfamiliar.
Unfamiliar, okay.
Yeah, just because like once again, both of us don't know where we are.
Yeah, none of us been there.
Opposed to,
rolling somewhere with people who might know the area.
Did they not take advantage of? Did they get an interception? Steelers just got the ball from making the Browns fumble, and then they okay, they just got a sack. Okay, now they're punting it. Steelers need to win this game. It's insane if Steelers don't win this game. It's insane. We do have a bunch of topics. I mean, it's crazy. We left this month, traveling on this month, leaving in September is it was a cool month to be down there or travel because it was out of season for Mexico in that area. And that's the first time we've ever been by the water. And so I got a ton of color. People were telling me all day today how much darker I looked. And I'm like, I know. You ain't got to tell me multiple times. I know what's up. But it feels good to be back. But leaving during September is always a crazy month, especially for me, since Supreme, the Drip King, because it is New York Fashion Week in September. Specifically in the beginning of September, it is New York Fashion Week. And with that being the case, Instagram I'm trying to disconnect, and the internet and interweb was just constantly calling me at this specific moment. Just because, not because I have a problem disconnecting, but just because mad stuff was happening. I have no problem not looking at shit or disconnecting, but when so much stuff is happening, it's like hard not to wonder. And one of the things that were happening was New York Fashion Week. But luckily, New York Fashion Week this year was, I'm not going to say it was mid. I see people saying it was mid. I see people saying it was like a sideshow or circus and things of that nature. I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is that New York Fashion Week did exactly what it was supposed to do. It turned it turned up. That's essentially what it was. Like, it's become, I think, more of an art show. Like more of an experience. One, it, like, I don't know if it's weird because it. I will say fashion weeks are becoming what is that thing that happens in Miami? Oh shit. What is that art thing in Miami? I totally forgot. I went a couple times. Was it a year ago? Oh shit! What was that thing in Miami? The fucking. Oh, I can't remember that art thing in Miami. Art Basel, Art Basel, Art whatever you want to call it. Art Basel, Basil, whatever you want to call it. The Basel, the Basel, Basil. Whatever, once again, you want to call it. Happens every year in Miami. And I went twice, I believe. This was when I was still living in Boston, and when I went was not necessarily when it first started happening, but it still wasn't. You weren't seeing a bunch of celebrities there. It was definitely more about the art, and I was just using it as reasons to go to Miami when I first went. I was not going to go to Art Basel. It was, hey, homies are down there for it because I'm cool with a bunch of artists, and there's mad things happening. Let's pull up type shit. And once again, it was there. You would definitely see celebs there, but it wasn't like the celebrity thing to do and go to and pull up to. The two times that I went before, that only started happening after, and I was mixed about that when I started seeing it. Like, oh damn, fuck! Of course, everybody pull up now once I'm not going anymore. But at the same time, I'm like, maybe it was just better back then and more cheaper or easier to appreciate. But yeah, it seems like the fashion weeks are starting to become something of that nature, where it's like, hey, what happens here, is fun and all that, but it's kind of just for show, really. This is not the essence of the culture, of what that specific culture is. Because New York Fashion Week, I don't know. It seemed like every one runway I saw, I'm not necessarily seeing wearable clothes. I don't know about you guys, and that's where I'm wondering, are you supposed to be seeing wearable clothes in New York Fashion Week? Like, is that the move? Like, I'm not 100% sure. That's the biggest thing I do wonder about New York Fashion Week. Are you supposed to be seeing wearable? And from what I can tell, I can't believe Steelers just scored a touchdown, fourth quarter, 6 minutes and 58 seconds left in the quarter. Wow. All right, Watt, do your thing. If Steelers win this game, it's crazy because they paid bro all this money on the Browns, but Steelers could use a win because they are 0-1. That's the only thing I wonder about a lot of these runways when I am watching them. It is freeze. Hold on a second. Because most of the runways you see, their clothing is not really wearable. It's cool and exciting, but it's not wearable clothing. It's not. I personally didn't see much wearable clothing on there. But I did highlight some of my favorite runways on that I seen this year at New York Fashion Week. I did write them down, of course. One, I will say that was pretty freaking cool. That J.W. Anderson one. That J.W. Anderson one was fire. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I think they had clothing that was made out of plaster. Shorty was wearing like shorts and shit that were made out of plaster. That one was pretty fire. I'm not gonna hold you. The J.W. Anderson runway, granted, I think it was mostly women's clothing from what I saw, but the J.W. Anderson one, I did like a lot. Just as far as like, all right, it's a runway. We've seen a million runways before. It's a person walking down the fucking stage wearing clothing that I want you guys to buy. Essentially, that's for those who don't understand or are wondering what a runway is. That's essentially what a runway is supposed to be. Is, hey, I have a season of clothing coming out. This is kind of the energy behind it. All right, so that's what I thought the original idea of a runway is when I was a youngin coming into the fashion world and looking at this shit. But now it seems like it's more or less a runway isn't necessarily supposed to contain exactly what I'm going to sell you in store. It seems like it's more of a display of the energy behind the clothing that will be available in the store, which is why you might see a lot of pieces that aren't on sale. That'll be like a one-on-one piece that you see on the runway but never gets released type shit. That's what seems like why it's like so consistent. Because I feel like there are certain runways I've seen at this New York Fashion Week that they didn't make any items that you're actually gonna see in store. It was more or less like, hey, this is how creative I am. Fuck with your boy, or fuck with your brand. You know, that's what it more or less seemed. There was a couple of them that were crazy as hell. Hypebeast displayed a lot of the runways on their website. But there's also like YouTube accounts that just like legit just show nothing but runways. But it seems like to me that's where not even seems like, that's where I like to find the balance. That's why I like the J.W. Anderson one. It had that mix of, hey, we can do some crazy stuff here, but I still want you to look at these pieces and be able to be like, oh, this is something I would wear. I would buy this. The plaster pieces were super cool. They were simple. Let me just see if I can bring it up. Because they were really cool. They were super cool. J.W. Anderson. Here we go. I'm gonna take a second. I'm doing so many different things. taking so long? Come on. There we go. It's so weird. Damn, I was wondering when some more 90s, 60s were coming out. These are crazy popular, or am I crazy? Come on, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? This was legit one of my favorite freaking runways, and I can't even find it. That's so annoying. Let me see if this works. There we go. Let's just Google search this shit. Spring Summer 2024. Is that the shows? Is it Spring Summer 2024? I guess, yeah, that's what we do see, because we saw Fall Winter 2023 last. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let me bring this up for you guys just so you can see. So that whole hoodie right there, all that is plaster. Shorty walking through this shit, all that is plaster. That shit is fire. Hold on. Oh yeah, that shit is hard. All that is plaster, guys. That is not real. It's not cotton or anything like that. I guess she's told, or when she puts it on, movement-wise, she can clearly only do what she's doing with her arms. But that's all plaster. I wonder, the drawstrings must be plastic too. The pants are plastic. Shoes are real leather, I imagine. But the pant, that's crazy. That's so fire. So fire. That's real clothing, I think. It wasn't that's what I'm saying. Everything wasn't plastic. There's certain items that were. I think that the jackets may be plastic. That hoodie and those shorts, plastic. That was my favorite one, the orange one. This was my favorite one. hell do they do that? They clearly have to link with the model prior, right? That's not like. That's not like something you can just do in advance and then just hope for the best, right? You gotta tap in with the person before you do that. Is that Jackie Robinson? I don't think that Jackie's Robinson. I don't think that Jackie's Robinson. That'd be crazy if it was though. I don't think that Jackie's Robinson. Maybe these jackets are plaster. Or ceramic. I've been saying plaster this whole time. I think it's ceramic. Nah, that looks like legit leather. And that looks like cotton for the pants. I think those are kind of just like two. The ceramic ones are like meant to like imitate like the stillness. This fit was hard. I fuck with this one. Not the color necessarily, but the material. Yeah, I like that. That's, honestly, this is getting more ceramic ones. The big puffer was fire. Puffy puffer, that shit. This shit is crazy, bro. That shit crazy. New York Fashion Week overall, I think was cool. The other one I liked, Maine's Skepta's brand. If you check his runway out, was really cool. I like how he did his. Once again, a runway where I felt like he was trying to do the balance of all this is cool art, imagery, wanting to give you that vibe, but most of his stuff felt wearable to me. I liked his runway. Maine's was cool. This one, what was this one? Moala. I'm not sure how to say this brand's name. I think it's Moala. Never heard of the brand prior. I'm not gonna hold you. This brand is new to me, which I do love about Fashion Week, finding new brands. And I loved it. It was really cool. A lot of wearable stuff for not just me. It was women and men's. When I say wearable, just clothing that I could see someone wearing, not necessarily for me. And yeah, this one had a ton of wearable, like really cool outside pieces. Dude. I love that one. Natasha Zinko, also someone I was not familiar with. Very cool runway. Nothing too crazy as far as the design of the runway, but overall, it was. Let's see. Let's bring it up. Overall, it was like I thought the design of the clothing was really cool. It did have that what some are calling or saying that Cardi's doing or fucking Gunna's doing is the what is it? The demonic vibe that everyone's saying that people have right now. I don't know why people are thinking just because you're wearing all black, it's a demonic vibe. I don't think that's the case. Demonic vibe is like, I think it's personally extremely different. It requires a lot more than just you dressing a certain way. I'm not going to consider someone demonic from how they dress. It's just not, to me personally, going to resonate the same. I need to see more than just you dressing a certain way and you having fireworks at your show for me to think you're demonic. I need to hear lyrics, or I need to hear like, you know, shit's gotta add up for me to think you're demonic, because the level of commitment it takes for someone to be demonic, as far as being that kind of, having that kind of energy around you, once again, it's going to take more than just you dressing a certain way or anything like that for me to realistically think, oh, this person's demonic. Like, I'm sorry. It's just not hitting the same. I'm sorry. But New York, but there is a lot of, I mean, hey, Louis had a runway. Rick, I'm sure, had a runway. Fucking Gucci, I'm sure, had a runway. Dior, I'm sure, had a runway. I'm sure all the big heavy hitters did their thing and had a runway of some sort. I only was looking for really new brands and things that I hadn't really seen before to check out, honestly. Because I know what Louis is doing at this point. I know what Rick is doing at this point. I know what these guys are doing. One, a lot of those runways, like Rick's runway, you ain't getting no wearable clothing. You ain't getting nothing that's like, at least shoe wise for sure. Clothing wise, you might get some wearable clothing, but shoe wise, you are not getting no wearable clothing, bro. It ain't happening. It is not freaking happening. What happened with this game? I'm trying to see at least the end of it. I gotta see the end of it. 22-26, Browns have the ball. To the game. There we go.
This is the game for Cleveland if they want any chance.
Whoops. Come on, guys. Y'all can't just blow it on Monday Night Football. Damn. Damn. Browns lost. Browns lost. Steelers really won this game. Steelers really won. I feel like the pass interference is such a, like a, I don't know, motherfuckers is looking for that, like the foul call nowadays. Damn, Steelers really won. Wow. I don't know about that. That's looking like some PI. That was looking like some PI. Grabbing his jersey and shit. But the ball didn't look catchable either. Damn, bro, grabbing his jersey. Wow. That's crazy. They're crazy. Where have I even been in this game? Honestly, I'm happy with my character. I'm happy with my build. I still haven't, I feel like I still haven't. I feel like I still haven't. What was it I wanted to look at? Boom. Yo, and can someone invite me to a clan? Like, what the hell? How do I get invited to a fucking clan? I forgot how to get to that part of the fucking... How do I get to that part of the... Oh, man. I forgot how to get to that. Oh, there we go. How do I get... God damn. Areas discovered. How do I unlock? How do I unlock the higher world tiers? I don't understand that. Unlock world tier 3. Once you've beaten the game on the stage and hit the level cap, you need to conquer the Cathedral of Light capstone dungeon. Conquer the Cathedral of Light capstone dungeon. Is that a mission that I'm just skipping? Ah, shite. World tier 3. Alright, let me, because I think there's, the only reason I was doing this one was just cause I had no reason to be, I needed Cathedral of Light. That's what I need to do. God damn it. Let me just what else? More spirits. Well, I don't. Oh no, did it do that again? What the fuck, man? Why does it keep doing that? But it's still so early in the season. A lot of teams that shouldn't have a win on their record have a win on their record. I wish the Patriots had a freaking win on their record. You know what's going on with the Patriots. I've always been crazy, but I didn't. I always thought it was, even though I fuck with Belichick, I don't hate Belichick. I always thought it was, I'm always going to give the nod to Brady. It's football, and it don't matter how good of a coach. It don't matter how good of a coach you are. It's football, bro. No matter how good of a coach you are, it's football. care how good of a coach you are. It's football. You still gotta go out on that field. Especially as a quarterback. An event. I don't mind that. Yo, now that I'm level 57, at first I was able to just play through. That's essentially probably why. That's because I'm still in this freaking world here. That's exactly why. I know it too. I get so sidetracked with side mission shit. And then next thing I know, I'm just like, oh, what am I supposed to be doing? I'll say this part of Mexico, probably one of the best places that I've experienced, like food-wise. Food in Puerto Vallarta. Which granted,
Wait a minute. I'm out of spirits.
Still.
No, I'm not ready.
Honestly, I'm not mad at it. I fuck with Thomas, he's a black coach. I always got a brother. They were going against has a black quarterback. Also pretty solid. But he's the quarterback who get charged with sexual assault. Or sexual misconduct, I guess. Essentially, he's a dude who was he's the dude who.
Oh, I know who he was.
He was the dude who was getting the massages in with like a boner. Well, he was getting them while he was fully erect. Wow. They wouldn't even because they said they wouldn't touch him, but I don't know. So and it's not like I'm not gonna say I don't believe it, but it seems like insane that you would. I'm just not gonna continue to massage it. I feel like I wouldn't finish the job. Like once he rolls over, and once if I'm a female, and once a patient rolls over and he's in that space where he's erect, and yeah, I'm done. I'm like backing off. There's no way. I'm thinking, but you know, that's where I guess the things come down to, like, hey, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that.
I must wait a moment.
Well, because I wonder if the same person would have done that if it wasn't who he was. Like, let's say it's just a regular dude on the street, or a regular person who's getting a massage. No, not at all. No, it's not even that. It's not even the look of her. But no, just like someone who's not a super rich football player. Let's just say she's just servicing a regular client who's just someone who just enjoys her massages and is paying the normal rate. You know, nothing exuberant that she would get from, you know, an act. Regular price. Someone who found her off Instagram, whatever it is, however she promotes. Just lowly old. Would she still act the same? Would she still finish the job and all that, or would she like, no, get the fuck out of here?
I must wait a moment.
I seen that, yeah. Which is wild. But that's just, I think personally the reason why I think that's wild is because I don't want to involve her. I wouldn't. That could be well, Trump said sometimes you just got
I'm not ready yet.
That's the get out of it. Trump said sometimes you just gotta grab them. Who knew what Trump was? I don't know what Trump was talking about. Ooh, wow. I guess the only reason why that's fucked up is because, granted, yes, he said it's some wild shit for him to be saying, but it's just off the record, so it's just like, definitely not, but it is off the record. Who knows? I just don't know the context of the conversation, so I can't. That could have legit been him just making some dumbass, non-funny joke, which happens all the time. People make jokes that aren't funny. Yeah. No, I know they are, but just in general, those kind of jokes are and grab by the pussy.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that joke sounds like. Yeah, it definitely doesn't sound like he's said that. That was the first time he said that or thought that. When. Yeah, it sounded, not even, yeah, well, it sounded like he clearly has acted on that before, and yeah, it works. Sometimes you do have to come from Wild Boy. He finally got his mugshot too. Well, no, just in general, when he went in Atlanta, like they couldn't hold, they could only hold the actor so long. To like have it. I mean, yeah. I wonder how that up to I thought Nixon did some shit. Oh, for the head, well, it's his house. But he's living there. It'd be like someone getting at me for doing that, for getting head in the Airbnb. Because he is his spot. He lives there, don't he? The president does live in the White House. Well, I've never been sure of that. Does the president actually live in the White House? There's no way. Does he really? Because he has so much bread. Yeah, he lives there. It's in the second floor. Wow. I wonder what it's like there. I do wonder what it's like. And can you have people over? You gotta do that. People. Like have a party at your crib. You gotta be able. You live there. Like, I can't have like a Super Bowl watch party at the White. Yo, that would be crazy. A Super Bowl watch party at the White House. Is Biden having that this year? No, I'm just saying, is Biden having that this year? You think he's having a Super Bowl watch party? He's got to be having it. There's no way he's going somewhere to watch it. I would just say just because I'm lazy, but yes. Other than that, he is definitely too old. I would definitely invite in like Shaq, Snoop Dogg, Kodak. I'm trying to think what other people I would invite. Maybe Adam Sandler. Or you know what? Maybe either Matt, because I feel like only maybe one or two of them will come. But I'll send an invite to Matt. Yeah, you guys are. This is if I'm no. Oh no. Oh, Living or Dead. I don't know if I guess, yeah, of course. Because if it's Living or Dead, then.
Living or Dead, I'm inviting Tupac, and we're smoking a blunt.
That's another thing. Because I know Obama smokes cigarettes. Yeah, he did. No. Just in general, though, where do you smoke? The White House outside. Like entirely built. Also, for people who don't, yeah.
must wait a moment.
You said you're painting to a different vibe? What do you mean by that?
Sometimes when I want to paint or when I'm in the mood to paint, I don't even know what I'm going to paint. I just start painting.
That's how painters are supposed to do it.
So
That sounds pretty normal for painting.
One thing that I was thinking about, but then when I felt paint in my hands, then I want to paint.
So I don't know how normal this is, but I guess America was asking for help because they lost an F-35 jet.
How did they lose it? Where was it?
The pilot ejected from the seat, and then the stealth capabilities kept America from being able to, the army, whoever's in charge of the jet, they had to find it. And he ejected it like Iowa, somewhere like America. You know, in America. They're saying now, I just seen it on here, they're saying that they're starting to find debris from the plane.
That plane crashed.
Well, it would have had to, but in the end of the day, the plane has stuff on it to show you, like, hey, yeah, the plane crashed. They weren't able to tell you how it crashed. Well, because when he jumped out of it, it was an autopilot. He lived, he was fine, but he jumped out of the plane, it was an autopilot. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Well, if the plane's crashing, I would think there is maybe that shit ain't working. If you're jumping out. Yeah, so so for me to assume that the autopilot's working.
Or maybe it got stuck on autopilot,
Maybe. Regardless, it's crazy that they couldn't find it. You would think, with Apple having AirTags in existence and all that, you would think using F-35 jet is probably filled to the brim. An insane amount of technology is impossible.
I'm not ready.
What, an AirTag? The F-35 jet. Oh yeah, no, that's what they were saying. They were saying that it's clearly in stealth mode. The stealth capabilities are working. To the degree where if it crashes, that they're ooh, is that the base?
This is my first bit. Yeah, this is the background.
Base. Yeah, we can show the people. Hold on. Let me show you.
It's wet.
Whoa. There we go. That's the start of it. That's the start of it. That's the start of the beauty right there.
I don't know if it goes this way yet or this way.
She's figuring it out. She's working it out. She's working it out. She's figuring it out. One brush stroke at a time. I said, what'd you say? I said one brush stroke at a time. that shit is a little scary though. They can legit lose the chat. Yes, Yaku is right about the stealth capability. It's definitely not. But I think some people would say, well, no, I argue the idea of being able to, like, all right, let's say it does crash in another area. Now that technology is lost, I do so. It's definitely.
Is too great.
My burden is too great. Yes. I don't mind if I do. Physical damage, damage reduction, maximum life, willpower. Good sir.
Can I help you?
Can you buy all this bullshit? Told you I'm trying to get to. I got 11 million. Whoa, what? Around the world is crazy what's going on around the world.
can take what's left.
What if you, baby?
Nah, it was
Is it time?
I was gonna say if you wanted to.
It's time now?
Sure. I got some time, but right before I do this mission.
About 5 minutes.
Is there enough time for you? Is there enough time for you?
Yeah, because we could always just, pause in the middle of it.
This is true.
Because you look kind of like doing first, like, you get high and then, like, do, like, and one.
Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. La da 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 da. I was gonna run my room because I got high.
I didn't know he was such an activist.
For real. For
He's
real,
a
for
legit
real.
activist. He's not playing in the streets of East Palmdale. East Palmdale. Ooh.
There we go. My bad. I turned on the PS5 volume.
Huh?
No, my PS5 volume was just high. Thanks for the shout out. Is it Joe Chim? I haven't been playing the new 2K, but I've heard nothing but horrible things about it because of the money grab that it is and how they're trying to just get you to spend more money to make your my player good. Like, what the hell is that, 2K? What the hell is that, 2K? That's messed up. Why are you guys doing that? It makes no sense. I've put zero money into this game and put in over over 150 hours just because I like playing the game, and I haven't bought anything outside of the game itself. Like it looks. Like, it legit makes no sense. Why would you? I mean, I know why. Because my homie who loves 2K, has posted a ton of money, put up a ton of money on this game. He's posted a ton of money.
Does it carry on until the new version? No, you have to start over.
When you start over. Especially when the new game will be out this time next year. You gotta
Re-spend all that money, right?
exactly. He bought the game and then he's put over. He said the way he told me he's put over an additional like close to $200 into this game.
I'd rather just play it by myself.
I don't know if the game, personally, I don't think it's impossible for it to be that fun playing it by yourself. Not at this point, unless you're playing it for that specific reason. You could be playing it for that specific reason. So some people are. So I can't even hate. But to put that additional level of finances into a game is crazy to me. That's insane to me. That it would require so much to get your character at that level. It's super crazy. But it seems like the microtransactions have become a part of just the idea of gaming at this point. What alarm is going on? Microtransactions are a part of gaming. Wholeheartedly. It is what it is. It's like some games need it and some games don't. To a certain level. Like, I don't feel like this game needs it. Like they clearly have enough support from all the other the finances they get from everything else they make and things of that nature that they don't make microtransactions a part of this game to that level. So what, the armor, I can buy new skins, new armor. Can I buy better armor? I'm not sure if I can buy. I haven't tried that at all, but can I buy better armor through here? Is a question I do wonder. Like, can I buy better equipment? Like, that would be interesting to see. Oh. Hoping Ajiaki didn't have to go, so we can burn this. And there we go. The PS5 audio is a lot lower. I like that now. Ooh, 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 ooh. So where are we at? 120. But yeah, so what Adriana was saying was true, is that we watched this video of Afroman, and if you don't know who Afroman is, he's a rapper, mid to late 2000s. Had the Because I Got High song, dumb popular. Code 45, 26 Zags, Baby That's All I Need. What else did he have? He had a couple other bangers, but yeah, his house gets raided. He lives in the middle of nowhere. 23,000 people in his little city. One of the few black people, mostly white people in the city. I think it's in like
East Palmdale.
Palmdale.
Oh, wasn't it in Ohio?
No, he's not in Palmdale.
It's like Ohio.
Yeah, it's in like Ohio somewhere. He's like in some random ass town, which I can understand why he would have moved to that town, because probably cost of living and all that shit is next to nothing compared to, you know, the lifestyle that he probably wants to live. And he gets accused of all these things: kidnapping, having someone in his basement, selling drugs, narcotics, all this other shit. He gets accused of it, you know. Granted, he is a popular rapper, so the source, I do wonder who the source is. Like, of course, they'll never tell you who the source is, but they say it's
like a hating-ass neighbor.
It could be anyone, for all we know. And they say it's a credible source. But who knows how much actual police work these police are doing. And so his house gets raided. And him being the famous, you know, popular rapper that he is, his house is properly equipped with enough cameras so that the whole thing is just on video. He's watching it on his way home, like off his cell phone. Shout out to technology, huh? So he's watching his crib get raided, and he's like, "What the fuck? I just smoke weed. I'm Afroman, probably one of the chillest rappers people you'll ever meet," and ends up taking the video of his house getting raided, and he makes a song, 3 songs off of it, dumb cool, and makes merch to go with it. And now the cops are fucking suing him because they're saying their feelings are hurt because there's irreparable damage to their mentality. The credibility, one, they say they get messed with everywhere, ridiculed, all that, and they can't live normal lives now because he made these songs with these videos. And I'm like, bro, if you did your job correctly, this wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't be in this situation. In the end of the day, you guys did not do your job correctly. So, and when they did the raid, since he wasn't home, they knocked his door down. Legit, like, you know how the police do when they raid, they have that big thing and just knock your freaking door down. And pretty much he asked them after the whole situation, "Hey, can you help me put up your door?" And they laughed, and it's like, "Hey, that's not our problem. We just come in here and fuck shit up. And then it's up to you to, fix any damages we do." But I'm like, yo. Then at that point, yes, I get to put you on a shirt. I get to make fun of you. I get to ridicule. Nah, there's no way. There's no way. You ain't about to play with my mentality like that. I just don't see it happening. Me personally. I just don't see that being like a realistic, nah. El Nino?
Hell no.
Yeah. Like I said, Afroman, if you're not familiar with him, look up the video because I got high. You can tell he's probably one of the chillest motherfuckers in the world. And so because of this, Afroman is now running for president, which is crazy. This dude's running for president. Granted, he probably doesn't have a chance in hell of winning, but the idea that he is, I fuck with that energy. We need more. We need more alternative energies in the race for presidency at this point, because it's too much of the same shit. Too much. Way too much of the same shit. Whether it's Biden, whether it's Trump, way too much of the same energy. Way too much of the same energy in the White House. And I think that's one of the reasons why the problems that America has been dealing with have been the same as well. It's because there hasn't been any new type of energy. And you look at most establishments, whether it's a company, whether it's a sports team, whether it's, a student learning something, who needs to be taught something. Most of the time, if something's not working, they switch it up. Heavily switch it up. That's usually to me, I feel like what gets done in most parts of business and life in general. When things aren't working, you switch it up. You try something different because shit ain't working. And it's like, for Afroman to, granted, once again, I don't think he has a chance in hell of actually winning. Because the amount of support it takes to get the country to vote for you. that kind of support is insane to think about. But in the end of the day, the same way Kanye ran, the same way what's the dude? Bernie Sanders ran. I'd say Bernie Sanders is definitely an alternative, but probably the most realistic out of all. Just because he was in politics like that. But I like the stuff that Afroman is running on. He's saying he wants to make weed legal. Like, oh hell yeah! Like in all 50 states. Like if that was what my president was working on, I wouldn't be 100% upset. I couldn't be mad if Biden told me right now, like, oh, if I asked him, like, what have you been doing the last week? Like, what have you been working on? He's like, honestly, Sin, I've been trying to get weed legal in all 50 states. I'm working on that right now. I'm working on a bill right now to get weed legal. I'd be like, bro, kudos, do your thing. Holler at me when you're done. You know you got my support. Hands down. But shit, I wonder what this motherfucker is. I wonder what this nigga working. He's like, honestly, I couldn't tell you. I've just been chilling in the White House. Cool. Like they really, if I'm gonna tell you this, if they raided Afroman's house and like found all that shit, I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked. 100,000% be shocked. If they raided his crib and actually found some shit, like. Afroman is legit, just looks like a fucking weed, like a dude who just burns fine weeds. It's legit all he appears to be to me. That's why I do wonder, like, how much policing were you doing to come up with this conclusion that you think Afroman is got people in his basement? That shit is wild, dude. Kidnapping people? You think this dude is kidnapping people? You know how much energy it takes to kidnap someone? And you think Afroman is doing that shit? How much police? This dude is high as fuck. You know how much attention that probably takes to detail to kidnap someone? And this nigga is high as fuck. Y'all bugging. There's no way y'all could have been doing real police work to have come to these conclusions. But it'd be crazy if he just happened to there's no way. Afroman just happened to just somehow pull it off, the unthinkable, and win a presidency. Anything is definitely possible. I wouldn't count him out, but just one. I don't think there's enough country that loves weed like that they would want legalize it in all 50 states. But his energy behind it, like, yo, you can't really, why are you locking me up for this plant? It's not really that big a deal. It's crazy. Just lighting these dudes up. These fools up. Oh my god. Oh damn, he's like a nigga in every corner. These dudes don't play. These dudes do not play. Mm-mm. Oh, okay, that's where I gotta go. Filler up. So this is how I make the game freaking hard. I was like, yo, this is no way this is the highest difficulty of this freaking game. Pretty much have to do all this and prove that I'm that dude, because I feel like this would be harder to do if I was a lower level. Mm-mm. Ooh. Okay, okay. Lit you up, bro. Huh. Did I explore all these parts? I did. I did. I did. What is going on here? Oh shit, it's like four little dudes and one big. Get ready then. Knock him out. Knock him out. Here we go. Oh. There's no way that was it. I don't believe that for a hot second. Yeah, knock him the fuck out. How many levels is this dungeon too? I just realized I'm on a whole nother level. Which is a little insane. I just realized I went to a whole nother level. How deep is this dungeon go? I say these dudes, it's not that they're hard because they ain't fucking me up. It's just they can take so much damage. Fucking yeah, that's annoying. So it's what, like a, what's the word? They say bullet sponge. Let's go. What is going on here? This dungeon is just massively filled with just insane amounts of enemies. I'm not even really running out of room like that. That's what's crazy about it. I figured I'd had way less room in my inventory right now. And I also haven't found like a malignant heart. What's good with that? Get them, boys. Explored all these parts. These ones. These ones. All good? Another final boss. This nigga looks legit. Come on, come on. Ooh. Come on, come on. Oh, come on, come on. Shimon. Oh, shit. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Give me the loot, give me the loot. We can finish that if you want. If that's ready to be. If that's ready to be finished, we can finish that. I thought it was time last time. I would have just waited.
Huh?
I said I thought it was time last time. I would have just waited if I knew you still had stuff.
Oh. Well, you know I wanted to stop midway.
All right, so this I think now gives me.
It's my brother's dog.
Rest in peace. Torment 70 plus 50 to 70. I'm only 57. Unlocked by completing campaign in Cathedral Light. Zone recommended for levels 50 to 70. That's why I wasn't getting no fucking sacred items. Confirm. Changing your world tier terminates all active portals. No. Where it's hell tide periodically rises in areas of sanctuary and nightmare difficulty and above. Collect aberrant cinders in exchange for tortured gifts. Chests containing loot of a specific item slot. Navigate these map markers to find tortured gifts. Okay, so now I got tortured gifts. I got grim favors, tortured gifts, and malignant hearts. It's insane. It's insane how they name their stuff in this game. It's really crazy. Let's just chill for a minute and get to this topic real quick. Let's see what I have. In the topic, in the docket. We'll see where I in the production. Once again, shout out Afroman for real, for real. He ain't deserve that shit. All right, we hit. Are we at the 2 hour mark? Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the 2 hour mark. Kudos to you for sticking around. We didn't get to talk about it because I was gone for a week. But while I was gone, I know all of you guys know. And even though I'm not 100% a part of the squad, the new iPhones did come out. Yeah, iPhone 15 and 15 Pro. And they had their Wanderlust conference, which was the way they told the world about the new iPhones. And I have both of them up here, and I looked at both of what they both offer the people who are looking for the next iPhone, like are interested in the next iPhone. And it seems like the biggest difference is the USB-C. That's the craziest, I think, thing that is the difference between this iPhone and then last year's model. Granted, there's new cameras, a new camera system, with the Pro, and even the regular model. The feel and touch is different. I think they use titanium in the new one. All that stuff's cool. Both of them now have the dynamic island. So now the dynamic island is universal on iPhone now. You should expect nothing less than the dynamic island. Both of those things are all those things are cool. I'm excited to see what the new cameras are able to do. All that, but it seems like the biggest thing that most people didn't expect now, that if you do buy the new iPhones, you no longer have to do, but you always had to do, like since iPhones existed, you've always had to say, hey, do you have an iPhone charger? You no longer have to say, hey, do you have an iPhone charger? You could just ask for a charger now. So for all you iPhone users out there, please let me know, how does that feel, please? Because I'm interested. That's a big, you don't have to say iPhone charger anymore, unless you got the old joint. Unless you got the older iPhones, now that's going to be a thing now to get the new one. Because now you can legit say, hey, do you have a phone charger? You can just ask someone. Because USB-C is common outside of you iPhone users. Super common. No one uses anything else other than USB-C. So now you can be like, hey, do you have a phone charger? You don't have to be like, hey, do you have an iPhone charger? Hey, do you have an iPhone charger? Other than that, there's really no, I don't think there's not enough difference in the new iPhones and the old ones. Me personally, if I had an old one, I would upgrade for the fact of just having a USB-C. That alone, to me personally, is worth a new upgrade. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else really worth getting a new iPhone for. the cameras and all that stuff, it's not enough of a change, I think, to pay the money that iPhones cost. Especially if you got like a one with a lot of memory on it, like a 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte. What you paid for that phone, it's not worth it to upgrade, I think. Now, next year's model, the iPhone 16, 16 Pro, next year, because of where the iPhone is now in its life cycle and the things that are been changed with it up to this point, next year, Apple has to bring something new to the table. Really?
Something foldable?
That's what something foldable.
Because today, I kid you not, I was this close to freaking ordering the foldable Samsung phone.
Next year, when you look at everything that iPhone has done now, up to this point, it is, for all intents and purposes, for this, the sake of the argument, it is on par with your, top of the line Android phone as far as everything it does. I'd say the only thing you're probably now still getting on a run-of-the-mill Android phone that you won't get on an iPhone at this point now is the punch hole. Like the like the screen on my Pixel 6, which is a few years old, is still a full screen. Like my front facing camera is literally just a dot on the screen. I get the full screen. No dynamic island. Granted, I do use a fingerprint instead of the Face ID, but yeah, there's no dynamic island. I get my whole screen. Yeah, because your phone is older. But now, the new iPhones all have a dynamic island.
So no one's left out.
No one's left out. There's still things, if you get the regular iPhone, you will be left out from. But no one's left out in like the greater scheme of things. Like everyone's getting pretty much the biggest screen that Apple offers. So other than that, I'd say, other than the whole dynamic island spiel, still using the face unlock, I'd say, I'm trying to think if there's anything else really that these phones don't have in common. Because I'm trying to think. No, I personally don't. I can't think of anything else. Because on the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, or in Pro and Pro Max, they have the crazy telescopic lens now. The one that can do like the super zoom that Samsung does. That lens now exists on iPhones, I believe. Let me see. iPhone, watch and the film in the event was weird. Like they spent, granted, these things I only really watch them just to get the information. I'm never really like crazy impressed with the events or like, no one's event. They're all kind of mid or weak or whatever to me, honestly. But they spent, granted, I fuck with what they're doing, but they spent so much time talking about the recyclable, the products being used from recyclable, or they're just green friendly. see. The camera's super cool. Now 120 millimeter of pure zoom. The iPhone 15 Pro Max, we designed a 5x Okay, so you only get that with the Pro Max. You do not get that with the 5 Pro, which is weird. Because me personally, I like the smaller iPhones. They feel better in hand than the bigger ones.
Same.
Other phones, like, because I think they only make one side. Like, even though I wish my Pixel was a little smaller, but hey, it is what it is. But I wish it was a little more compact. Like the 6A, I think is. Yeah, I wish these were just a little more, like, smaller in hand. But it is what it is. But I personally like the smaller iPhones. They feel better in hand. They're a little easier to use. The weight always I like the smaller iPhones personally, but the bigger iPhone gets the 120 millimeters of zoom, which is whack. That's super whack that the bigger phone only gets it. And then they have this new action button which you can connect to a bunch of different things. And also both Pros have the faster USB-C transfer speed, which is standard on most Android phones. That fast USB-C transfer speed is standard on my iPhone, but you gotta buy the Pro to get that fast. Other than that, it's a regular USB-C on the regular iPhone 15. Yeah, so it's not a ton of differences. The new look of it, the Pro is pretty cool. The titanium is fire. I do like it. It does look pretty cool. Yeah. But the homie MKBHD said it the best. Like, my iPhone didn't break on the side. The screen broke. So I know there's probably nothing they can do to fix screen breaking, but that's really what it is. They can change the phone to be made out of whatever, but it's the glass that breaks. It's not the metal that's ever really, I think, broken on my phones. So I don't know. But hey, kudos to whoever's buying them. I do wonder how they're selling. It seemed like people are still interested. All my homies are definitely still interested in it, surprisingly. Why does it always do this anytime I start playing for it? Hold on a second. But a lot of my homies just freaking bought an iPhone because it broke or yeah, two of my homies just got a new iPhone because their iPhones broke. Slave World Boss. I don't even know what to do at this point now that I'm here. Hell yeah. Mm, 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 mm. So what are these? What are these new joints? Where are they? That's 70. Wow. Okay, everything. All right, everything just leveled up. Word. Okay, there we go. Did everything get restarted? Rewards. So do I have to do all these again? Rewarded on first completion. I have to do all these again? I'm so confused.
Alright, we're gonna take them out one by one.
Mm-hmm. So where's those things pop up? Because that's what I'm looking for. I feel like I'm allowed to get some better gear, right? Please play with me. If you play Diablo, hop in. So all this junk. iPhones came and they went. What else? What other topics did we have? New iPhone. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. That where are we at though? What time are we at? 2:23. So I don't know. I do wonder how this happens, because I know how this happens, but I do wonder how this happens with someone who, honestly, I don't know why you would have ever paid originally that much for them, but I guess you might have just been a crazy fan, because essentially, so they're saying that Yeezys, these Grammy worn Yeezys, the sample that was what the Ferrari, no, they were all black, I think, all black. The Grammy worn Yeezys sell technically at a 90% discount. Let me figure out, let me get the information, because I have the article right here. No, that's not it. Here we go. Let me get this bullshit out of the way. Alright, so the seller bought them for $1.8 million in 2021. So you bought them for see, that don't make no sense. You just bought them. Either you might need them, maybe you need the money. Maybe you were hurt, you spent too much money on them and you needed them. But I know for a fact, whoever sold them to you for 1.8 million didn't expect, I feel like wouldn't expect you to be trying to make a profit this fast. Because you bought them for 1.8 million. And if you look at the sneaker market, if you just look at the game right now, it's not hitting like that for, I don't think, anyone to be wanting to spend over 1.8 million for the Yeezy samples, Yeezy 1 samples, mainly just because of what Kanye's dealing with. That alone right there would make me not be quick or in a rush to get rid of this shoe right now. Because I think you're going to take a loss. That seems extremely weird that you would only be wanting to sell them at a profit 2 years after, when Kanye's really been on this run of just wild shit. But maybe maybe you're like, hey, let me get rid of these shoes while they're actually still valuable before he completely ruins the value of these shoes by being him. But I don't think they would ever lose their value. I think they would go up in value. I think the person who bought them for, how much did they buy them for? The 90% discount makes them at $180,000. That's what you realistically should have spent on them originally, was that 180. That makes more sense to me. That seems like a legit price. They're fire, don't get me wrong. They're cool, but they're Yeezy 1s, and they're just all black. There's nothing super crazy about them as far as a different color, a colorway you haven't seen before or anything like that. And what size are they? You can't oh, damn, Kanye's a size 12. That I wasn't aware of. Because they're a size 12. That's my size right there.
That's so funny.
Holy shit. That's crazy. That he's a size 12. That makes me feel a type of way, because now I'm like, damn, I could get those and rock those, but are they still really wearable? I'm wearing them shits. I'm wearing them shits for sure. They don't look bad, but when you compare them to the original colorways, the actual that released, I'm gonna go with the original colorways. I think the type of leather used on them has a little bit of like sheen to them, a little glisten to them, which I think helps the look. But other than that, like, yeah, I don't see any of them hitting. They don't hit harder than the 2 original colorways, me personally. They are cool. They are cool. And he did wear them at the Grammys. First time, I think that was the first time you ever seen the Yeezy ones in person, or like actually seen them outside of a design or a sketch or like a picture. And he performed in them. All very cool things. Hence why I think what he paid for them is, I think, someone who would buy them who is a fan of Kanye and is not selling them. Like, you bought them as like an end buyer, not someone who's looking to make a profit off of them. The person who would, you bought them, like, that would be the last person who bought these until they were passed down or died in someone's will. So that's why I think there's the other things that work here. Maybe he wasn't cool with what Kanye was saying and doing. That could have played a part, for sure. Because, you know, Kanye, like, has offended plenty of people with his recent actions and things of that nature. So that could have been the case. Because, hey, even the original price of $1 million, you gotta have some bread. So I can assume that person might not be cool with what Kanye's been spewing. Yeah, just in this little bit of time, I got a Paragon point. This game just got a whole lot more competitive. Oh, here we go. Malignant farts. Finally. Oh shit, it is getting harder. Hell yeah. I was an idiot playing on that easier level. I didn't know how to fucking unlock the other tier. And luckily I did all this other shit. And oh, shit's about to be dumb hard too when I go against these fucking... Oh shit, this nigga just did the combo on me. And you think about it, this whole time, motherfuckers is paying mad bread for Kanye's first shoes with Nike, which, one, he don't even rock with Nike anymore. Relationships seem to have ended pretty badly. And two, Kanye, I haven't seen Kanye in a pair of shoes. I couldn't even tell you the last pair of shoes I saw Kanye in. Maybe those Red Wing boots. But what was the last pair of shoes we even seen Kanye wearing? This motherfucker's been shoeless for the past year, really. This motherfucker been shoeless. He's walking around in barefoot. Because he knows what's good. He knows that works for him. Let me just walk around barefoot and not show anybody love till someone's ready to drop the major bag off, and let me produce my own shit and step out of the way, which I honestly thought Adidas was. But you can't really, I guess they care at least a little bit about what you say. Hindsight though, I think they would have just told Kanye, yo, can you just like, they would have figured out a better way to do it without Kanye leaving Adidas. There we go. What was that? What is this? Well. That's why I was developing so slow. Oh shit. I gotta get better at using potions and shit. That's where I'm lacking. That's where I'm lacking, slacking. Oh shit. Two cage hearts. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, dude. I think you definitely. I would like to know more about that person who bought them, but they're not gonna come forward. They're not gonna say, "Hey, yeah, I was the one who bought those sneakers, and I wanted to get rid of them just because I don't fuck with Kanye anymore," or whatever it is. Because there's no reason you're buying those shits for $1 million in 2021 just to get rid of them a year and some change later. That shit just don't make no sense to me. Let's go. I'm still that dude. Okay. Okay, shit is getting tough. I need someone to fucking hop in my hop in my squad. Let me make a squad of some sort, or join a team. Yeah, I need a squad or a team or something. Caged heart. Love a solid caged heart. I'm coming across them all the time now. It was like so infrequently before I switched the difficulty. See, that's exactly what I needed. There was no way I was getting to level 60 without doing any of that shit. That's for damn sure. Back to that before I invoke anything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Before I invoke anything. Some loot. Progress to the storyline before I can open this. Alright. Alright, let me invoke it. I'll invoke it. Invoke it, invoke it, invoke it, invoke it. Oh, shite. Let's go. Caged heart. Oh, I can only put it in jewelry. Now can I open this joint? Where's any of those things that they were talking about? Where do they pop up at? I guess it makes sense now to do like quest lines and all that shit because everything's just gonna be harder, and I'll just get more XP for all that shit. That's essentially what I really should be doing. Yeah, I'm falling for that one. The okey doke. The good old okey doke. Alright. Now that I figured out all that is this BS now. Current favorites. Alright. Game options. Gameplay. Yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. Hold on. Lim, do you have a... Because look at... Dude, when I... Social. Friendly. Oh, he's playing Diablo. Progress 10%. What is my friend list? Local player. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Taylor Swift 13. That's what I gotta do. I gotta just randomly connect with local people. Okay. Well, Lim, hit me up, send Supreme, send me a friend request, and let's link. Because I just realized how to freaking get to the next tier, and I know for a fact I'll need a nice party to party with. I tried to actually join a clan, And every clan is fucking packed to the T. Like, what the fuck? That shit was mad annoying. Like, how's every clan packed to the T? In reality, come on now. Make some room for a brother. Make some room for a brother. Sin Supreme is my name on here. Look me up. Send me an invite if you on. I'll join your game. I'll join your gang. And you can only put these in jewelry, dude. That's what's rack. At 12 milli. I got any other topics to talk about? Let's see. I mean, I could care less about it, but one second. Now, even though I feel like it's not that great, and I feel like the streets are talking about it in the same manner, the Drake dropped a new single. What's it called? Slime You Out or something like that. Is that what it's called? Slime You Out. What is it called? Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of it. But seems like, but actually no, it seems like other people aren't really fucking with it that much either. A lot of people did call it mid. Specifically, they were getting at the lyrics. Let me see if the lyrics pop up for the song lyrics. Me personally, there are certain songs I do like Drake when he sings. I'm not the biggest Drake singing fan. I like people who can like really like sing type shit. He's not the worst. His vocals aren't the worst, but also he's clearly not a singer. He's a rapper, but he can carry melody. So I ain't hating in that sense. But his songs where he does sing for the entire song aren't my favorite. But I know people were getting at, there was one bar where he said, where is it at? Did he really say that in this song? Yeah, January, you pretended to see life clearly, yearly. February is the time that you put the evil eye and the pride aside, for the fantasy of getting married was very scary. March, you got already second guessing titles. April, spring is here, and just like a spring, you start to spiral. May brings something warm that you in the poolside getting fairy tales. June, you moving ice cold, going back and forth with a married man. This is the one where people were making fun of today. July, that's when I found out you lied. That's funny. August, it was baby this, baby that, like you had your tubes tied. Yeah, I can't finish this, but I will just for the sake of the stream. September, we falling off, and I'm still the man you trying to win over. October is all about me, cause your time should have been over. November, got your new boy. That's for the next year, and you're single. December, the gift giving month, and now you want to rekindle. Drake's ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know what to expect after reading all that and me not loving the song. I don't know what to expect because this has not been the first time that a single that Drake has released off of the album I wasn't in love with, and it's not that's happened before with most artists I like. They release a single or release a track, and I'm not in love with the first track off their project. That's super normal. So, but it is interesting to see this type of vibe he's going with for All the Dogs. I wonder how much sing-songy stuff he will have on there, and compared to how much rap, compared to now, how much house music will he have on there? Will he do any house music again, or will he almost only do like? Yeah, I just wonder. Yeah. Lim, did you reach out, Lim? What's good? I got 0 friend requests from you, bro. Got 0. You see Halle Berry's pissed, but she took the high road. It was like, you know what?
Well, what Drake, your song sucks anyway.
What was that?
It's like, you know what, Drake, your song sucks anyway.
Yeah. Halle Berry's like, you know what? That's why your song is whack. But it didn't. Is that like officially the cover? The Halle Berry one?
I don't think they're allowed to.
That's what I'm saying. I just seen that like Drake posted that. I don't think that was the official cover.
And I was just running around in circles hoping I would find it. And I fucking found it.
And when you Google "Slime You Out," that's the first thing that pops up. Halle Berry claims Drake used her image for "Slime You Out" without her permission. The Nickelodeon award show is pretty crazy that it can just at any random moment just pour slime all over you. Drake knows what he's doing. He's a marketing god. He knows the song is mid. How else do you get some traction, get some legs behind it?
You knew you had to release something.
You gotta put Halle Berry getting slime poured on her as the image. Now you Google it, it's like legit, like super trending, top story about how Halle Berry didn't give her permission for the image, That's not even really the image for the song, but it's gonna make people probably just go listen just because. Kudos to Drake for once again using his marketing prowess, if I'm saying that right. Where we at with this freaking stream? Oh hell yeah! You about to hit the big 3-0. Yo, Lim, send me a friend request, bro. If I don't see a friend request from you, I'm really gonna be pissed, bro.
Maybe Lynn doesn't speak English.
Nah, Lim's typing in the chat. And he's saying he plays Diablo. But I am definitely at the point now where I need to start because when I look guys, when I try to join a clan here, we got clans here. Create a clan, I can create a clan, but nah, I'm too lazy for that shit. Let me search clans. Casual. Oh shit. Chinese. Oh shit.
Huh?
Hold on. I need to Chinese casual and then languages English.
What?
What other one? Oh, they got Spanish, Turkish, Russian. Yeah. English. Okay. Here we go, yo. Death Kill Squad. Okay, I found Alphas. Diablo Alphas. Very active clan. Fun and friendly monthly. Free draws for prizes. Let me see if this dude's really bout it. Last online 3 months ago. This dude's bugging. Lies. Oh, whoops. Big Bacon. Both clans are at capacity for you to join our Discord regardless. All bacon enjoyers. Damn. Last online 6 hours ago. Recently played. Oh, he's probably. I guess I'll request to join this one. This motherfucker ain't even been online in a minute. Too many outstanding applications. What the hell? PC building simulator. What? That's a game? That's a game. PC building. That's a game. Wow. He ain't even playing like that. See, people ain't even playing like that. Hopefully that other clan hollers at your boy. Because I need a clan to join. That shit's dumb annoying. But, oh well. Honestly, I was just searching for a clan. Hopefully this other one accepts me. Lim, if you got a clan, if you're down with one, please send me an invite. I would love to join your clan. Other than that, I am pretty much about to end the stream just because it was fun, but I'm going to get back to the rest of my Monday night with Adriaki and some dinner. I'll maybe see you guys later on this week. Fingers crossed. If not, you know where to find me every Monday watching football with you fools. Kudos to the Steelers for beating the Browns. Who won the other game? Let's see. Games today. And I mean, I knew that was going to happen, but kudos to the Saints for beating the Panthers. I was pretty much expected that. Yeah. Shout out to the Browns for getting beat by the Steelers. I don't know how the hell you did that with that high ass pay QB. Adriaki, she should be done with freaking Zelda. Hopefully by the next stream.
I don't want it to end.
That's what it is. You don't want it to end, but it's understandable. I haven't even touched that since this game came out, honestly. So I feel you, but now I'm at a point where I definitely need some help. Not that it's hard, but it's difficult at least.
It's not hard, it's just difficult.
It's not that I can't do it, but I definitely need some help. Like, or at least I'm sure this would be more enjoyable if I had another character to play with, someone else to play with. So if you want to link up, hit my line. You know where to find me. It's your boy Sin Supreme. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave something cool in the comments about any of the topics we talked about. There's plenty of them. There'll be timestamps in the comments as well. EOD podcast. New set should be done in about a week and a half. I'm headed out there this week to help work on the building of our table and all that stuff and putting a new set together. I'm dumb excited for it. Trying to think, is there anything else? Oh, yeah. Love yourself. It's your boy Sin Supreme, Adriaki. I shall holler at you next time. Peace.
Oh, I can't see because your big ass head.
Oh, yeah. That's the new table. That's the new table you got.